actually got a battery full today, which is good. And the sun is shining for a change, so it's a happy day. I was going to do this outside, but then I didn't know whether my internet connection would work. So just a gentle jog now. Get the heart rate lifted and get the blood pumping a little. Agnes, you might feel better after this than if you're aching. It might just loosen everything up. Okay, shoulder rolls. And forwards. And then arm circles back, as big as you can. And forwards. I'm too warm already. Good. And now, if you can, let's do alternate ones. So one forward and one back. Gets me thinking this. And then change. Good. Well done, guys. Good. Okay, let's do torso twists. Good. And then double bounce to one side, double bounce to the other. Good. Let's do side stretches. So we're going to go over to the side and hold. And the other side. And then we're going to go side, front, and down to the toe. So we're going to go side, flat back to the front, down to the toe, and up to the other side. So side, front, down to the toe. Let's do one more each side. Side, front, and down. Side, front, and down. Good. Let's do hip circles. So round. Good. And the other way. Make sure you go both ways. And then if you can, make a figure of 8 with your hips. And then go the other way as well. That was my knee cracking again. My knees crack every time I do this. Well done, guys. Good. Let's open the hips. So we lift and open. Even lifting my knees is a struggle today after yesterday. Sorry, I've just got a cat walking around my feet. Good. Shake them legs out. Shake hands out. Let us do some forward leg kicks. Right there. Okay, so we're going to kick our legs forward. It's up to you whether you want to reach out and kick your hands or whether you just want to show kick, as Jen does. Good. Good. Well done. Okay, to the side. So to the side now. You can do the same leg if it's easier and then switch, or do alternate ones. It's up to you. Good, Jen. Okay, let's do into landing position. You're just going to kick the leg back. into like a landing position. If you want your arms out, you can do. If you want to hold on to something, you want to keep your arms down. Good. Well done. Good, guys. Okay, let's do some spiral kickbacks. So this is the one where we're gonna hold on to something, wall, sofa arm, and we're gonna kick our leg up for 10 on each side. And we want to get it as high as we can. So we're driving the leg back and up. Now, hopefully yours is going to be a lot higher than mine today because mine is sore. But let's see what we can do. So 10 on each leg. And switch sides. Good, well done, guys. Super. Well done, brilliant, fantastic. Okay, let's do, while we are here and swinging the legs around, let's do some fan kicks. Who can do a fan kick? I'm hoping somebody can say, yeah, I can, because my demonstration is not going to be great. Let's have a look. That's it, Steph. Yeah, so you can do it holding on, or you can kick it over that way. And we'll do both legs. Yeah, Steph, there you go. So first of all, let's just go in to out. So we're kicking it up in front of us and taking the leg away from us on both sides. So we're going that way. Now, these are movements you can do on the ice. So you might do a landing position and then take it into a kick to make something more difficult. It might be a movement from, say, you're skating backwards and you kick your leg and step forward. So it's nice to work on these kind of things. If you're feeling super confident, let's add an arm movement in with it. There we go. You can do whatever arm movement you want. So whatever's comfortable, you do it, okay? If it's just the one arm following the leg, you can do that. If you want to do two arms, opposite arm. For me, I find it easier to move my opposite arm, if that makes sense. So if it's my left leg, I take my right hand up. Good. Well done. Now let's do it the other way. So this time, we're going to bring it. You can take it out and then in if it's easier, but we're going to bring it in this way. A movement that you probably won't really use, but let's work both ways of doing it. And if you're feeling comfortable doing that, let's do the same leg. Let's go out and back. Good. And make sure we do both legs because I've only done. So if you want to hold on when you're doing this, that's fine. Grab onto something and you can fan kick the leg. Good. How are we feeling? Okay. Have we got drinks? Have a sip of water. Okay, let us try now. If you're not comfortable going from the top to the bottom quickly, hold on to something and do like a spiral kickback like we've just done. If you are comfortable, what I want you to do, now bear in mind, my spiral isn't the highest when I do this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands on the floor and I'm going to kick my leg up as high as I can. So we're kind of aiming for that Charlotte spiral position. You know when you see them do it with the head on the knee and they're traveling backwards with the legs in the splits? We're going to try that. So my hands are going to go on the floor and I'm going to kick up as far as I can. Okay, we're going to do 10 on each leg, or if that's not comfortable, just do like 5 on each leg. If it's not a comfortable position for you, hold on to something, but maybe hold on to something that's a little lower. So I've got a chair in front of me that's a lower grip, and I can do it here. Okay. Good. Just be careful when you're coming back up out of it, that you take your time lifting your head because you've been looking down. But while you are down, still keep your chin lifted. Don't let your chin sit in your chest. Keep it lifted. So I've got my fingertips on the floor, my standing leg, my foot is flat, and the free leg is just working that movement. Fab, well done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to like fan kick at the back. Now, I think what we might do with this is we might do it on our knees, if that's okay, first of all, rather than standing. So if you've got your mat, get it out. I'm just going to go and roll mine, if that's okay. And then we're going to try this on our knees. Oh, there it is. So, let me move this down and try and balance. Might be easier. Okay, so we're going to be here. So you're going to have hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. You're going to put your leg to the side here. And we're going to make a rainbow, an arc. So we're going to go up and over and tap it across the back. And then we're going to bring it back. Now, bear in mind, this may burn in your muscles because it's quite if you lift it the full way around to its maximum, it hurts. So we're aiming for 10, but it doesn't matter if we don't reach 10. Do as many as you can, okay? So 10 rainbows. So we're here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Keep your core strong. 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're getting used to that movement, working out and in. Okay, should we try the other leg? Do we feel okay? Yeah, thumbs up. So extend the other leg out to the side. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, tap that toe down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Did you feel it? Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just give ourselves a little bit of a rest, and then we're going to try that in the spiral position. Okay, so we're going to do, we'll stand up, we'll hold on to something, and then we'll kick that position around, but we won't do as many. We're going to do 5 on each leg. So let me move my laptop again. Every time I move it, I lose the charge. Where are we? Okay, let me just move my mat out the way. So what I want you to do is get your spiral here and have the leg at the side. your body's going to be down in the spiral position. And we're just going to kick it around there. Can you see? Now I want you to do 5. Now I can't hold on to this show. I've nearly dropped my laptop. That's it, Steph. So we're going to do 5 on each leg in your own time. Okay? Good. Well done. So 5 on each leg. Wonderful. Okay. Good. So our aim is at the highest point, at the midpoint of where the spiral would be. That's probably the highest of the leg. We're making this arch shape. Good. Well done. Can you feel it burning? Good. That's it. Well done. Do you know what? This movement's also good for flying camels. So it's the movement if you think when we go into a flying camel and we release, that leg has to start to make a kind of a cross movement. It comes a little bit further forward though in a flying camel. Right, now from this position, now we've got that movement, we're going to do it more like an illusion, like you would on the ice. So your weight is going to come most likely to the ball of your foot, to the underneath the toes. You're going to, now you can either put 2 hands to the floor, or you can put one hand, opposite hand down to the foot. So the way you can do it is, let me look here, it's almost like you're going into a cartwheel, but you're going to put 2 hands on the floor. There. And your foot will turn slightly on the floor, or you can do it to the opposite hand where you can just rock here and down. Or if you've got your spinner, we can try this if you're comfortable on your spinner. If you want to try it on your spinner, put your weight towards the toe. And if not, let's try it on the floor. So there's a few options there. Let's see how we get on. I'm going to watch so I can. There, that's it. Well done. So on the ice, you would be starting the turn from forwards to backwards at that point. So the illusion part comes on the tightening of the circle. How did that feel, guys? Good, thumbs up. So let's swap legs then. So let's do your illusion, and then on the when we put the other leg down, kick the other leg back. Now this one might not turn. You might struggle to do this on your spinner, or you could do the first one on your spinner and the second one not. So we are going to go 1 leg and then 2 legs. Now, bearing in mind, I am not the most nimble anymore. That demonstration was probably rubbish, but let's see how you can get on. So first leg, and then the second leg. Yes, good. Right, so let's try now. I have a thought. Do the first leg in the illusion, and the second leg will be a forward fan kick. That one, yes. So you're going to do your first leg in an illusion, put your foot down, and that one is a fan kick. And then fan kick, there you go. Let's try just a normal spiral position, and then we're going to add some similar movements into this. So we're going to do a normal spiral. Teddy, just do your normal spiral position like you would do on the ice. So you ready? Let's hold the spirals. So show me your bestest spirals. Let's have a look. We're going to do both legs. So hold it if you can. Count 3 to 5. Hold your spiral. Keep your balance. Remember to keep your head up, arms out. That nice skating position. You hold the core. And then let's try the other leg. Now, what we're going to try and do now is we're going to hit the spiral position, and then we're going to move the leg from the back. We're going to bring it around to the front. Now, the goal of this is to keep the leg at the same height. Did we do this last week? The week before? I don't know what yeah? Yeah, I get confused. So we're going to do that again. So we're going to bring it from the back to the front. So if you want to hold on to something, hold on. Oh, wait, Jen's typing to me again. And we're going to try, if we can, that's it, Agnes, keep it on the same level. Now, mine will drop. I know it will. But our goal is to keep it up. So if you've got a super, super high spiral, it's even trickier. So we're going to hold it here. So we're going to hold. Like I said, if you want to do it balancing, that's perfectly fine. If you want to hold on to something, again, fine. Hold. And then we're going to bring it around to the front. So we're aiming for the spiral. Now, this is nice as well when you're going around a curve, because you can take the leg as well from the front to the back. So let's try the front to the back on the same leg. So we're going to lift it up forwards, and we're going to circle it around to the back. Good. Let's try the other leg now. So this is a similar movement to what we did. We're opening the hip like we did when we were on our knees and we were doing the rainbow arcs. But the key to this one is balance while you're moving the leg. So it's all about the control as well. Good. So do it from backwards to forwards, but also forwards to backwards. And if you want to challenge yourself, use your wobble board. Or a cushion will work just as good. If, like me, you haven't got one. So let's try this other leg. So I'm going to try mine from forwards. I'm going to open it around to backwards. Now, as you can see, mine dropped a little bit. This is my weaker spiral leg. Good. Okay, and while we're in these positions, why not, should we do our Y spiral as well? While we're doing these kind of positions. So, hold on somewhere. I grab the instep. You might want to grab the heel. And let's lift. And remember, if you want to, you can do this lying on your back. So you're going to lie on your back and open your leg to the side, if that's easier. If we can do it standing, that would be great, because that would be good for any off-ice elements competitions that were coming up. So if you want to hold your toe, you can do. If you want to hold under your heel, you can do that. I turn my palm and I hold the instep of my foot, because I feel like I get a better pull with that. So that would, if I was on the ice, it would go through the slot in the middle of the boot, between the blade and the sole of the boot. Well done. Good, well done. Okay. Well done. If you are holding on to do this stretch, once you've hit the Y position, try and release the hand that's holding. Just to work on that balance, even if it's only for a really short time, do your Y and then try and release and hold. So then you're doing the position on your own. When we go on the ice, you might feel more comfortable. And make sure we do both legs as well. So I'm going to do this leg now. And like I said, you can do this lying on your back. You can lift your leg up and open it to the side if it's easier for you. Okay, have we done both sides? Let's do I. So let's do I. So you might want to stand with your back against a wall. You might want to stand with your back in a door frame. And the I is the one where the leg comes in front. So for me, I hold it on the instep with the same hand as foot, and I support under the calf, as you know. So for me, if I do it without holding on, let's hope I don't fall over. We grab the instep and use that to pull. Some people have both arms under the legs. Some people have both arms holding the foot. It's personal preference. So there's no right or wrong for how you want to do it. And again, if it's easier, lie on your back. Michael, it might be easy if you do that on your back rather than standing up, just to see if you can encourage that leg a little bit more further towards your face as you're pulling it. So this time our leg is coming in front. So it's going to be here, right in front of your face. That's what we're aiming for. And make sure, once again, we do both legs. And if you're leaning against something, that's fine. Have it like here, where you can just hold yourself. It might help with your balance a little bit. Let's have a look at people's spirals. Good. Make sure we do both legs, guys. Well done. These are looking much better, guys. So let's try now. And it doesn't matter whether you're lying down or standing up. We're going to go from I to Y. So we're going to move it a little bit. So we're going to go I, open to Y. And then if we can, back to I. Let's see how we can do it moving through those positions. Or if you're feeling super good and flexible, I to Y to spiral. Well done, guys. Okay. Let us try now our catch foot spirals. We're in these positions, we might as well do the catch foot spirals today. We're going to do same hand to foot. So if your right leg's in the air, it's going to be your right leg grabbing it. Left leg in the air, left leg grabbing, left arm grabbing. And we're just going to hold. Now, if you need to hold on, do so. If you can do it without holding on, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can balance. So we're there. And just hold that position. And then let's try the other leg. And then, if we've done both legs, let's try just to challenge the balance a little bit more. And in skating, we tend to move a lot from one position to the other quite quickly, don't we? Let's do a catch foot spiral. And then I want you to release it and open into a normal spiral. So let's see if I can demo this. So we're going to do catch foot spiral there. And then you're going to release and open into a normal spiral. Okay? And we're going to do that on both legs. I better do my other leg as well. So catch foot spiral. And then release. And hold. Had my concentrating face on then. Good. Good, well done. These spiral positions are lovely, guys. Well done. So try both sides. And the key is when we release, is trying not to let that leg bounce and drop and then have to lift it back up again. It's holding it and open it. And that's strength in the position. It's confidence in your balance, which is tricky. And if you find it easy, as we've said, stand on a wobble cushion like Jen's got. And that will challenge your balance even more because it'll just give you a little bit of more instability. From what I can see, everybody's doing this really good. Now, let's do opposite hand to foot for the catch foot. So if your right leg's in the air, you're going to grab it with your left hand. Yes, that's it, Jen, yeah. Now, this one I find trickier now. This used to be my favourite spiral. But as I've got older and less active, it's harder. So some people like this one. Some people find this trickier. If it's really tricky, just do a normal catch foot. You can do it on your knees as well. I'll show you. Sometimes it just gives you a little bit, like sometimes I do it this way. So if anybody else wants to try it this way, you're here and you grab that way.
Yeah.
And pull. I don't know whether that'll help you. Okay, so should we try that one where we grab and then we open into a spiral from there as well? So we do the catch foot position. Let me put this back up here. So we're going to do the catch foot position. Which one do I want to do it on? Here, catch foot, and then open into a spiral. Let's see how that one goes. Good. Well done, guys. We've done lots of work today on our spirals, which is not a bad thing because it can benefit so many. Be careful then, Teddy, if it's sore. Might be because it's the first time in a while that we've done quite a lot of work on these. Yeah, it will be beneficial. Strength, positions on the ice, you know, spirals, supporting our posture when we're even just basic stroking. We've got to keep everything nice and strong through our course. So it's going to be good. Right, for the last 15 minutes or thereabouts, we could spin, we could jump, or we could go through some basic skating positions. Spin? Let's spin then. Let's spin. So, has everybody got a spinner? Except for me. Has everybody got one point from me? Right, let's start with upright spin. So, if you are comfortable with upright, do some variations. Good. So remember, if we're doing the basic upright position, we want the legs close. We want them touching. We don't want them wafting around like when Michael Jackson does his dance videos. So we want to keep it nice and strong here. Wherever your arms, your preferred arms are, what your coach tells you, do that here. If you are comfortable with that basic upright, let's try a scratch spin where we cross the legs over. So remember on this spinner, if you've got those foot-shaped ones, you probably need to press into the ball of the foot like you would do when you're on the ice. So your weight needs to be slightly forward. Super. Well done, guys. If you're feeling super, super comfortable, let's take the hands above the head. So whether we're on the spinner or not, hit your position and then move your arms upwards. It will affect the balance again, so it makes your body work a little bit harder, helps the core muscles develop. Let's try one now with our leg. So if we were learning a layback, we're not going to do the layback on the spinner. I wouldn't trust it. But what we are going to do is we're going to do leg positions for the layback. Now, there are a few that you can do. The usual known one is the attitude position. So the leg is behind the hip and it's bent up here. So what you can do on this is you can push around on your spinner and then just hit the attitude position. Now, I don't have the best turnout, and I never did do for layback. So I had 2 different leg positions for my layback than that. I had a straight leg. So I extended it behind me as I did a layback. So my leg was here, slightly off the floor as my hips went forward. Or I tucked it behind my other foot. So I tucked my leg behind. So there's 2 different leg positions we can practice there. Now, well, there's 3 actually, the attitude, straight leg and the tuck one. So just have a feel of it. Good, Jen. I wouldn't lean back on your spinner. That would be my only thing, only because I'm not sure whether it would hold. If you altered your position, it'd just go, and you would go with it. Good. So if your leg is extended at the back, make sure it's straight and make sure it's turned out. That is the key one. Make sure it's turned out. Now, layback is quite an awkward spin to learn if you don't naturally have a good turned out hip and a flexible back. So my hip was never great. Yeah. So even if you're stood static, just trying, if you're holding onto something, just hitting the position, trying to keep them hips pressed forwards as you lift that leg here and hit down and hit, and then working it on the other leg as well, just for balance purposes. Good, Agnes, well done. Just some ideas to play with. Now, has anybody tried the Y position on the spinner yet, on the front leg? So for this one, if I was to do it, I would push and then I would grab and lift. I'd grab my toes for this. If you don't want to try that variation, or you don't feel comfortable trying it, let's go to backspin. So the choice is yours. You can either do the upright variation, where we try and grab. It might take a few attempts to get feeling familiar, or we can do the backspin. Good, Agnes, well done. Just be aware of what's around you and just be careful you don't slip. Fabulous, guys. Right, let's all move to backspin. Let's all go to backspin now. Have a drink as well, please, because you've been spinning a fair amount there and we've not had a drink or anything yet. So for backspin, we're aiming to, nice, Jen, get as many turns as possible. If you want to take the hands up, you can do. If you want to keep them in, you can do as well. And then once we're getting a little bit more comfortable with this, we're going to do the Y frame on this as well. Now, if your backspin is spinning for many, many turns, I want you to try something for me. I want you to pull in tight and then I want you to release and then I want you to pull in tight again, just to see if we can keep that momentum going like we would on the ice. If you're comfortable with it, let's try some kind of variation on it. Now, this could be Y, it could be I, it could be the attitude position here where we hold the leg, or it could even be if you kick over and you go into the crossed behind position in the spin, as Juliana's just done there. But let's try variations. So pick one that you're comfortable with and let's work on that to finish, because I think if we do what we're comfortable with, it'll. So I don't know whether any of you do variations on ice yet in your spins, but going forwards, I think we will definitely be trying some. And hopefully this will help your confidence when we do get back on the ice and you've still got that like familiar feeling when you do a spin, because I know when you've not done spins for a while, it can feel a bit strange. Okay, should we do a couple more? Then we could try the illusion, couldn't we, on the spinner? Illusion into an upright spin. That's it, Hattie, well done. So remember, for the illusion, we're going to take the opposite hand down to the foot. So my illusion would be on my left leg, but it would be my right arm that would come to the left toe. And what that does, it just gives that slight across the body movement and it'll help that turn to happen. So your illusion would happen when you enter a spin and it's at that point of no return where you have to turn to backwards. So that would be the 3-turn element. Good. For me, it's coordinating the seesaw movement that I find quite difficult. So when I skated too many years ago, these kind of positions weren't needed. We just had your basics camel sitting upright. But now all these entries are needed. I know it's tricky when you're at home. It's really hard to do some of these positions. You're all doing absolutely amazing. Okay, one more, guys, and then I think we're finished. We've done lots. I mean, we haven't jumped today, but we've managed to do a lot of different things today, which have been really, really good.